Welcome everybody, my name is Paige and I'm your MC for the Discovery Day series. Have you ever wondered what goes behind the scenes of a brand? Discovery Days is a series where you will get to hear about brand success stories and about their daily operations. Today, we are featuring 𝐸𝐶𝐬𝐻P, who will be sharing in the form of video how things work behind the scenes at 𝐸𝐶𝐬𝐻P. Coming up next, we have 9 universal character archetypes, also known as 9UCA by 𝐸𝐶𝐬𝐻P. 9UCA, it is a Singaporean invention that successfully complements 7 popular personality profiling methodologies such as NLP, DISC, MBTI, Ocean 5, Enneagram, IQ-EQ profiling, and Pythagoras character development theory, and is tested using big data science mathematically analytics of over 400,000 individuals' data. 9UCA allows every individual to have an equal opportunity to master their character type, natural strength, hidden talents, and essence of thoughts so that they can be relevant and excel in all their life goals. If you are looking for an instant, simple profiling tool that has no element of biasness or guesswork, 9UCA will be your #1 choice in character profiling franchising. So sit back and relax, listen to Dr. Bernard to find out more.
My life tends to have more direction. I am more focused on the direction that I need to take. So hi, I am Aisha. Before I joined Dr. Bernard's class, actually I work in engineering line. I find that line is a bit quite tiring for me, and I only begin to understand why when I joined Dr. Bernard's course. Is when I realized that the element doesn't really support my element. He is very concerned to all his students. He really wants his students to learn as much as possible from him. I begin to even know the hidden potential that is in me and what are my weaknesses that I need to manage. So in a way that it is very good for me in terms of growing my character, my personal being. I would like more people to get to know about this wonderful knowledge, especially to the Malay community, which I think they lack exposure in this. So I would like them to know that this has nothing to do with religions or superstitious stuff. So it is something that it will be benefits them if they happen to know about this knowledge.
Thank you for your interest in our brand universal characteristic method of human profiling, in short, 𝐸𝐶𝐬𝐻P. My name is Dr. Bernard and I'm founder of 𝐸𝐶𝐬𝐻P Edu Center. My team and I have researched and built a robust framework on how we can help you understand yourself better and live a more fulfilling life. This methodology is built after having analyzed more than 400,000 individuals over 13 years, starting from 2008. Due to the extensive work, I was conferred an honorary Doctor of Philosophy in Human Capital Development and Human Profiling for this outstanding research. This methodology has helped many individuals clearly identify their unique character strengths and weaknesses. It also mapped out predictable success and pitfalls in many areas of one's life with high statistical accuracy over 90%. Knowing your inborn strength weaknesses profile and hidden potentials will allow you to have clarity of your character, to better leverage your strengths and reduce the negative impacts of your weaknesses. As a result, it leads you to have a smoother and more fulfilling life. There will be fewer trials and errors that you need to battle within your life. Unlike many other profiling tools, our 9 universal character archetypes highlight the potential issues you can encounter in many aspects of your life. It unlocks the hidden codes to achieving success in all areas of life, including your health, wealth, career, relationship, family, academics, business, and investments. According to Gravity Research, the global personal development market is at $38.28 billion and is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 5.1%. Individuals are looking for ways to understand themselves, their children, their partners and friends better. This is especially so in areas of self-awareness, character traits and psychological needs. If you are worried about plateauing in your life, or are you currently lost or unhappy with your life's journey, or if you are worried about development of your kids, or if you find it challenging to communicate with your kids or colleagues, come and speak to us to find out how these training modules can help you find the answer and help you move on with true life path. Unlike many other profiling tools, our methodology does not have any user bias, which will affect the final result. Once you are familiar with our methodology, you will be able to have clarity of your life and will find your optimal learning preferences and communication styles, which will help you find success in all your endeavors. We have many feedbacks from students, educators and parents on how this method has helped them understand themselves, their students and their children better, resulting in better relationship. We are here these 2 days to give you an insight on our methodology and answer any questions you might have. This is especially so in areas of self-awareness, character traits, and psychological. In line with what the market desires, we offer courses for various participants: parenting, children, character coaching, human resource recruitment, and mediation.
Parents, stop pushing your kids the wrong way, in the wrong direction, and have them end up further and further away from their true superpowers. Parents, are you worried about the development of your kids? Do you find it challenging trying to communicate with your kids to the point you find yourself nagging a lot in vain? If only they are more motivated to study. If only they have better behaviors. If only we could understand each other better. We all want the best for our children. But there's a saying, using a carving knife to chop a tree won't get you anywhere. Using a saw to carve out a sculpture out of a piece of wood can be tragic. Being overly strict or overly lax is often no good. So then, what is the best approach? Parents, we must understand that it is not exactly for us to mold them into exactly who we want them to become. We have seen too many times how this has gone wrong. But rather, as parents, we should create an environment to support them to be the very best version of themselves. What if there is a way to help identify the learning method that fits your kids best, so that they can not only learn more effectively, but be more confident about their abilities to learn and even start enjoying it? Or know what is the best way to communicate with them, so they no longer think you are just nagging. Don't judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, and don't judge the monkey by its ability to swim. As parents, let's do a fair job in finding the superpower of our kids and enhancing them.
On Parenting Seminar, our parenting program will teach parents how to identify the learning styles and preferences of their children and how to use the right techniques. In terms of language, projects, tools, and motivations to further activate their innate abilities from the time they were conceived. The right parenting techniques for smart kids will bring out the genius in them and not hamper their development. Helping your child understand his true self is true power, and mastery of his true self is true enlightenment and clarity of mind. Applying his skills at the macroscopic level of his life will accelerate his lifestyle success at a much younger age, as he is able to harmonize challenges and open the right frequency window of opportunities to generate sustainable income and enable them to live a much purposeful and happier life. On Children's Seminar, our children programs based on the principle of accelerate learning will bring out the joy of learning in children from the age groups of 8 to 12, as well as those from 13 to 16. They will understand their true self and what makes them tick. By understanding their universal character archetypes, learning styles and preferences will accelerate their learning and memory when they apply conscientiously. They will be provided with right techniques and right tools to help them manage their emotions and selecting the right relevant academic pathway that will help them with their career and thus excel in whatever they are passionate about.
The communication not just between me and my wife, but also among the family members actually improve a lot. My name is Mun Cheong. I am actually 43 years old this year, and I'm actually a father. I have 2 children. Actually, at that time, I was trying to understand why the human chemistry, for example, between me and my wife, why sometimes we argue and sometimes why we cannot live peacefully. So I actually joined UCMHP sometime end of 2018. I think it's definitely the characters about each of the numbers, and whatever is stated or the research work by Dr. Bernard is really accurate. I am now able to actually advise my children. First of all, I want them to understand their strength, their weakness, and from there I also explain to them what are their possible career path. And nowadays we really enjoy every day. Every day is like a happy day for us.
Well, it has actually given me quite a good clarity on why certain things are meant to be and why certain things are not. I've also recently left my partnership, realizing why certain things didn't work out. Hi, my name is Roger, and currently in the F&B industry. I've been running my own restaurant for about 2 years now. Well, at the first I was taking it due to the fact that I was trying to help my daughter through her handling with her emotions and anxiety and confidence. And I've also wanted to realize why it was affecting certain things in my work. I wanted to understand why it was, why certain people could integrate together and why certain people couldn't. Well, it has actually given me quite a good clarity on why certain things are meant to be and why certain things are not. I've actually managed to help my daughter out through her understanding with her issues and ways to actually deal with her problems.
Are you stressed out? Just tired of going in circles and not ending up anywhere? Each seems to be catching up a little, and at some point of time, life no longer seems fun. You know what? I have been there, and many of my students have lost, worried, stressed, depressed, desperate. Most people think that they're not happy because they work very hard. But the truth is, people are worried because they lack clarity. Our greatest fear and worry is not actually the hardship of climbing a ladder, but rather our greatest fear is spending our lives climbing the wrong ladder. Over the years, I've helped many people like you gain absolute clarity in their lives. So whether it is in the aspect of their career, their businesses, their relationship, or their parenting styles, just like having a GPS in your life. Once you have clarity of the path ahead, the potential obstacles you may face, and what are the most optimal paths to take, I believe you will lead a more purposeful life. And I want to assure you that you will live a life much happier.
On Character Coaching Seminar, our Certified Life Mentor Character Coach program is the pivotal course that equips the trainees in the understanding of human behavior and what makes them tick. Our methodology integrates with Pythagoras character development theory, NLP, and EIC profiling And this unique character profiling system is simple, instant, accurate, and easy to apply. From this course, trainees will learn how to use the universal language of the mind to consistently achieve the specific and desired outcomes in 3 domains: personal, interpersonal, and social or institutional.
I was thinking why my life keep on repeating the same problem. Then I realized that I got a lot of negative challenges that I didn't solve, I didn't manage properly. Okay, I'm Siti Zanaria. I'm working in the service industry. Before I joined Dr. Bernard class, I was thinking about myself, why my problem is keep on repeating. I'm already 54. I have a family issue, marriage issue, financial issue. Then when I come to this class, I was so surprised that I got all the answer to my question. Even my strength, I didn't know that I got a strength that I can manage and my life will be better. So this is what I learned from Dr. Bernard. In fact, I'm very blessed to have these 3 children. They have beautiful numbers that I can actually guide them, nurture them to how to go through the journey of their life. So I think this class is definitely good for me and my family.
On Human Resource Recruitment Seminar, our Certified Life Mentor Human Resource Recruitment Program focuses in helping managers and HR executives to find the correct candidates for the specific role using the proven statistical-based methodology developed by me. The content includes strategies to help discover and employ the right candidates for the right job, right department, and most importantly, the right head of departments. And with the right winning team, you'll be able to increase and enhance the productivity and revenue of your company. It also includes universal human profiling, rapport technology, conflict and relationship management, and grooming potential candidates for management roles in the future.
My name is Irene Kang. I'm actually General Manager for a company that is operated by my husband. Actually, I come across UCMHP profiling through the Facebook advertisement. And then actually out of curiosity, I would like to find out a little bit more. That's how I signed up for the preview. I think that the pushing force behind it is actually really my husband. He insists that I have to go through this so that you will know a little bit better about the selection of the staff. Right after the preview, I find that it is a very interesting course. Of course, this method is using a very analytical method of Pythagoras theorem, and I find that I would be able to use it especially for my own company, because we also do recruitment of new staff, and also to know a little bit more about myself, my family members, also my current staff. So after having attended to this the program until now, I think that this is actually a very good course. Know about the profile of the person. You also know about the strength, the weakness, the behavior, the whole life challenges and whole life strength. And on top of that, you also know about the possible sickness. You can do a health check on yourself, which I think is actually very good for everybody to learn about this. Actually, recently I have actually recruited 4 staff. So I have actually used this Dr. Bernard's UCMHP method to do their chart, to decide whether they are in the, I have employed these sales and service people, so to decide whether they are supposed to be for sales or for service. I think Dr. Bernard have actually done a very great work. I would like to thank him for sharing his knowledge as well as his research studies with all of us. And I believe he's still continuing to do this research, and I hope more and more people will come forward to learn about this method of human profiling. I think the more you know about this the better will be yourself. Yeah.
On mediation seminar, mediation in dispute settlement is less costly as it is less confrontational if the mediator is well trained and is able to preempt disputants' biasness, overconfidence, anger or revengeful attitude through the hawker's phrase. Our certified life mentor mediation program introduces participants to the basics of mediation and helps them utilize tools from the 𝐬𝐞𝐫𝐢𝐝 profiling and become better mediators. The role of a trained mediator is a neutral third party attempting to diffuse conflict and reach an agreement between opposing parties through their knowledge of effective negotiation procedures. Using human profiling can be an invaluable instrument during mediation as it allows all parties to better understand each other through the mutual analysis of their compatible profiles. You will learn the tools from the 𝐬𝐶𝐫 that could be used during mediation to achieve successful resolutions. Identifying the characters, personalities, behaviors, strengths and weaknesses of disputants. Preempting the escalation of potential conflicts. Identifying miscommunication barriers arising from disputants' behaviors and personality. Allowing the mediator to be better equipped with a wider variety of suitable techniques for conflict resolutions.
Hi, my name is Elaine. I'm actually a freelance personal trainer. I'm 100% born in Singapore. After learning, I find it is really, really amazing. I learned a lot about myself, to know more about myself deeply, which about my weakness, my strength and everything. I think even my parents didn't even know about myself as well. So it's quite really, I would say, very amazing. It helps me in a way that now I'm able to calculate the compatibility between me and my parents or my siblings or my boss or my colleagues. I mean, like to see how compatible we are and to prevent unnecessary quarrel or conflicts if it comes to work or like doing something with my parents as well. So I know that their characters is this. So I'll try to curb my temper because I know sometimes I'm quite bad-tempered. So I'll try to curb my temper down and talk to them nicely to prevent unnecessary quarrels. And also Dr. Bernard also said that every 9 years one cycle. So that cycles I was thinking, that last I think 7 years ago I actually had a major surgery on my cervical. Now after 7 years, so I'll be more cautious about my health, overall health. So I will look up for my annual chart to see that what are the possible health issues I'll be facing on that year itself. So I'll be more cautious about my own health and also more take good care of myself as well. Also for my family members. I would say it's pretty very much accurate. Almost, I would say 95%. But he always said that it's 90%, but I would say it's 95%. Definitely, because good things must share. Yeah. So I hope that a lot of people will benefit from Dr. Bernard, that can have more people to help out other people as well. So when there's a love in the world, there won't be war. So really thankfully thank Dr. Bernard for his unselfishness, that he teach us, all of us, so many things that he's on his research without try to keep it to himself. He teach it with love and passions, and he is very patient lecturer that I have ever.
This event, please feel free to schedule a one-to-one sessions with us. We'll be delighted to share more details on the courses we offered in this franchise. And we will include a short session to help you understand your individual strengths and weaknesses better and be convinced of the opportunities that it will bring. Thank you for your time.
I see the direction I need to go very clearly. I see when the big issues occur, I know exactly what has happened, and the numbers are now showing me what the consequences are. And so I'm able to actually very groundedly take a look at this and go like, okay, so this is coming from this aspect of the numbers. I know how to fix it now. I'm Sunita. I am primarily an educator, but I am also a master analyst with UCMHP, as well as a Reiki teacher. We all have the tools to deal with things, but I didn't really have that, I guess, the connect the dots to make it very simple and very clear. So prior to this, I would usually have to keep going over and over and then working it out. Now it's a lot faster. As an educator, I can see that it's actually parents and children who would benefit the most. With Dr. Bernard's methodology, you will know your son, you will know your daughter. And for children, of course, the first advantage is their parents start to understand them. That's huge, that's massive. Second, it also makes school a lot easier. Dr. Bernard, as a coach and a mentor, actually he is genuinely very amazing because he's got so much experience with this. There is no end to his plethora of case studies and examples for every single thing he's able to share with you. He actually has met with real people, real problems, etc. So we're not talking about just plucking things out from the sky or anything like that. And that helps a lot. You know, his empathy really can be felt. And he knows his stuff, of course, because he's the one who's done the research, right? And he's the one that's actually put it all together for us. And you can tell from Dr. Bernard, he is genuine. And I feel it at my core. Yeah, and I appreciate that very, very much. And Dr. Bernard, if you're listening to this, if you ever see this, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Bernard. That's a very fruitful video about UCMHP as well as the 𝐼UCA. If you would like to find out more about the causes, do scan the QR code and the team will get in touch with you shortly. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of Discovery Days. Thank you for joining us today. In any case, if you have missed out any of our live sessions, not to worry. All the sessions will be made available on demand till the end of December. Once again, thank you very much for joining us this year at FLAsia 2021. Thank you. See you again next year.